Good morning and welcome again to our Novena. As Donal said, my name is Donal Neary. I'm from Dublin, Part2 in Gerard Street, so used to Novena, so not used to night sessions today in such grounds like this. And delighted to be here for a few days. I've been in Gerard Street, known to many as the church near Crow Park. I've been there for 7 years. Before that I worked in Malmay as chaplain, teacher training college for catechists, and we've met quite a large number of students from around here. Our theme today is about letting go of fear. And it's a big topic because fear is a big thing in life. There are human fears and there are spiritual fears. We talk about the human fears for a long time, but there's various ways of dealing with them. I know somebody very, very anxious and afraid of things, but she said when she goes onto a plane, she's one of the few who actually listen and watch the show about the emergency exits. Because the first thing she looks for anywhere are where the emergency exits. And if she was here in the church, it would be, how can I get out of anything that goes wrong? So we have fears that are human fears. Fears about our family as well. That there are ways of dealing with them. Parents, grandparents, fearing for children and young people in this world we're growing up in. Financial fears at the moment. They say that one of the biggest lessons we learn in life is when we're in tiny infants, that if Mammy goes away, Mammy will come back. And that's the beginning of trust in life. But then there's other types of fear. I was thinking about the gospel here. Peter was sinking. He began to sink. And there are types of fears that sink us in life. Fears of being not loved. Fears of just being lost in life. Of depressions. The sort of fear that are more directly related to God. Fear we lose love or love will lose us. That sort of deeper human fears, but still, that I think Jesus is talking about here in the Gospel, and in many ways in the Bible. One of the most popular or most said things in the Bible is, do not be afraid. Do not be afraid of being lost, of not being loved. We all want to be totally loved for who we are ourselves. And God promises that. Now the first type of fear I was thinking of, like phobias we might have, of crowds, of heights, they can actually be almost cured, either by experience. If you're afraid of flying, you fly a few times without any danger, then you'll overcome it, or a bit of counselling here and there. But then there's these other, if you like, deep down anxieties. And one of them also has to do with the fear of God. And sometimes people have a terribly negative view of God. I remember after a Good Friday service, prayer service in Dublin once, I met a lady at the very end of it. And she was feeling very, very guilty that God was punishing her. Her fifth child had died of drug addiction. She had brought up a large family as best she could without any help. She was a lone parent. And she said years ago, they had no money and they were starving. She stole a loaf of bread. And she thought that this death now of her son